Welcome to Final Y 5 Homework 14 Walkthrough. Instructions. Read the passage carefully. It explains why sunlight is vital, how ultraviolet light can be harmful, and the role of the ozone layer in protection. It also discusses the thinning of the ozone layer and steps taken to help it recover. After reading, respond to questions 1 through 7. Question 1. As used in paragraph 1, the word sustain has a meaning most opposite to which of the following words? A. Help. B. Promote. C. Harm. D. Support. Answer. C. Harm. Explanation. Sustain here means support or maintain. Therefore, the most opposite option is harm. Question 2. Based on paragraph 1, people who never go out in the sun probably A. Have lower levels of vitamin D than other people. B. Are happier than other people. C. Get sunburned more easily than other people. D. Care about the ozone layer less than other people. Answer. A. Have lower levels of vitamin D than other people. Explanation. The text states our bodies need sunlight to produce vitamin D, so those never exposed to sunlight likely have less vitamin D. Question 3. In paragraph 2, the word beneficial is used to describe certain effects of sunlight. Which group of words best fits the meaning of beneficial? A. Hidden, invisible, concealed. B. Good, helpful, positive. C. Interesting, fascinating, peculiar. D. Damaging, dangerous, harmful. Answer. B. Good, helpful, positive. Explanation. Beneficial refers to the positive or helpful impact of sunlight, such as aiding in vitamin D production. Question 4. In paragraph 2, the author compares the ozone layer to A. DNA, B. A sunburn, C. Animals, D. A shield. Answer. D. A shield. Explanation. The passage calls the ozone layer an invisible shield, highlighting how it protects us from harmful ultraviolet radiation. Question 5. Which word best describes how the ozone layer protects us? A. Increase, B. Phenomenon, C. Invisible, D. Filter. Answer. D. Filter. Explanation. The ozone layer filters out or reduces the sun's ultraviolet rays before they can reach the Earth's surface. Question 6. Scientists believe this thinning began in the 1970s. Where should this sentence be placed in the passage? A. Paragraph 1. B. Paragraph 2. C. Paragraph 3. D. Paragraph 4. Answer. C. Paragraph 3. Explanation. Paragraph 3 focuses on the ozone layer's thinning and references how it has worsened over recent decades. The 1970s date aligns there. Question 7. Which statement is supported by the passage? A. The United Nations' effort to protect the ozone layer has shown some success. B. Antarctica is now uninhabitable due to radiation levels. C. DNA is a self-replicating material present in most living organisms. D. People who live in darker regions of the world are usually depressed. Answer. A. The United Nations' effort to protect the ozone layer has shown some success. Explanation. After the UN agreed to reduce certain chemicals in 1986, the ozone layer has been steadily recovering, indicating that these efforts are helping. Read the following passage carefully, then answer questions 8 to 13 based on the information provided. Question 8. In paragraph 1, Jenny could best be described as A. Pragmatic, B. Superficial, C. Contemplative, D. Weary. Answer. C. Contemplative. Explanation. Jenny is absorbed in deep thought about her wrinkles, job stress, and aging. She is not simply tired or superficial. She is reflecting on how her life might be causing these changes, which shows a contemplative nature. Question 9. Which of the following is not necessarily true about the moisturizer Jenny uses? A. It costs a lot of money. B. Jenny puts it on her face after washing it. C. She puts it on her face each day. D. It helps to remove wrinkles. Answer. D. It helps to remove wrinkles. Explanation. While Jenny imagines each wrinkle might vanish, the passage does not confirm the moisturizer actually removes wrinkles. It's only implied that she hopes it will. Question 10. As used in paragraph 3, the word rituals most nearly means A. Routine actions, B. Religious ceremonies, C. Prescribed orders, D. Sacred actions. Answer. A. Routine actions. Explanation. Jenny's face washing and moisturizing are part of her everyday routine. They are not religious or sacred rituals, just daily habits. Question 11. The passage uses each of the following literary devices except A. Epiphany, B. Rhetorical question, C. Metaphor, D. Symbolism. Answer: A. Epiphany. Explanation: there are rhetorical questions about her fears. Was it the heartbreak brought on? And there are metaphors or symbolic hints about aging and vanity. However, Jenny never has a true epiphany or sudden moment of realization. Question 12. It can be inferred from the passage that the narrator regards Jenny with A. Sympathy, B. Disdain, C. Suspicion, D. Envy. Answer: A. Sympathy. Explanation: the narrator describes Jenny's anxieties in a way that evokes understanding rather than judgment, suggesting a sympathetic tone. Question 13. Which of the following best summarizes the passage? A. A character becomes depressed after thinking about her fears. B. An unusual event triggers a character's repressed memory. C. A character washes her face and questions the choices she's made. D. A routine action causes a character to search inside herself. Answer: D. A routine action causes a character to search inside herself. Explanation: Jenny's everyday act of washing her face leads her to reflect on her fears, insecurities, and the deeper issues behind them, illustrating how a simple ritual can prompt self-examination. Long comprehension. Read the following passage carefully, then answer questions 14 to 19 based on the information provided. Question 14. What is happening to a muscle when it contracts? A. Gets longer and thinner. B. Gets shorter and thinner. C. Gets shorter and thicker. D. Gets longer and thicker. Answer: C. Gets shorter and thicker. Explanation: during contraction, the muscle shortens and becomes thicker in order to pull on bones and produce movement. Question 15. What is happening to a muscle when it relaxes? A. Gets longer and thinner. B. Gets shorter and thinner. C. Gets longer and thicker. D. Gets shorter and thicker. Answer: A. Gets longer and thinner. Explanation: when a muscle relaxes, it returns to its longer, thinner state, releasing tension after a contraction. Question 16. As muscles work in pairs to make you move, if one muscle in a pair is contracting, what is the other muscle doing? A. Nothing. B. Thinning. C. Contracting. D. Relaxing. Answer: D. Relaxing. Explanation: pairs of muscles take turns. When one contracts, the other relaxes, allowing joints to move smoothly in opposite directions. Question 17. You decide that you want to jump. You do not use all the muscles in your body to jump. How does your body know which muscles to use? A. Your bones automatically contract the necessary muscles for jumping. B. Gravity determines which muscles to use for jumping. C. Your heart stops to give energy to jumping. D. Your brain sends signals to the muscles you need to use to jump. Answer: D. Your brain sends signals to the muscles you need to use to jump. Explanation: voluntary muscle movement is controlled by the brain. It sends signals telling specific muscles when and how to contract. Question 18. What is the difference between a voluntary and an involuntary muscle? A. An involuntary muscle is a muscle you can control. A voluntary muscle is a muscle that you do not control. B. A voluntary muscle is a muscle you can control. An involuntary muscle is a muscle that you do not control. C. An involuntary muscle is a muscle that you do not control. A voluntary muscle is always in a state of contraction. D. A voluntary muscle is only found in internal organs. Answer: B. A voluntary muscle is a muscle you can control. An involuntary muscle is a muscle that you do not control. Explanation: voluntary muscles, such as those in your arms and legs, move when you decide to move them. Involuntary muscles, like your heart muscle, work automatically without conscious effort. Question 19. After you swallow a bite of food, muscles make the food move down to your stomach. Are these muscles voluntary or involuntary? Give a reason to support your answer. A. These are involuntary muscles. The muscles work on their own. You do not need to think about moving the food down to your stomach. B. These are voluntary muscles. They rely on external cues to move the food down to your stomach. C. These are involuntary muscles. You need to concentrate and actively control the movement of food down to your stomach. D. These are voluntary muscles. The muscles work on their own. You do not need to think about moving the food down to your stomach. Answer: A. These are involuntary muscles. The muscles work on their own. You do not need to think about moving the food down to your stomach. Explanation. After swallowing, involuntary muscle contractions called peristalsis push the food toward your stomach automatically, without conscious control. Vocabulary practice. Fill in the missing blanks from the word bank below. Question 20. Newtown, as it was called in the blank days, is a sleepy little town upon the Solent shore. Options: A. Cradle, B. Olden, C. Plague. Answer: B. Olden. Explanation. Olden days naturally refers to a historical era. Cradle days, or plague days, would not make sense here. Question 21. The place was so blank with rats as to be scarce worth living in. Options: A. Infested, B. Gnawed, C. Acceptable. Answer: A. Infested. Explanation. Infested with rats shows that the town was overrun by vermin. Gnawed, or acceptable, would not convey the same idea of a swarm. Question 22. Not a cheese, but they blanket hollow. Options: A. Infested, B. Cousins, C. Gnawed. Answer: C. Gnawed. Explanation. Rats gnaw holes in cheese. Infested it hollow, or cousins it hollow, would not describe how they ate it. Question 23. And when he brought it up round, would crowd all the friends and blank. Options: A. Olden, B. Piercing, C. Cousins. Answer: C. Cousins. Explanation. Friends and cousins humorously treats the rats like one big family. Olden, or piercing, would not describe a group of rats. Question 24. Had they stopped here, it might have been blank. Options: A. Infested, B. Racking, C. Acceptable. Answer: C. Acceptable. Explanation. If the rats had done only minor damage, it could still be tolerated. Infested, or racking, would not imply not too bad. Question 25. And keep watch and ward over babies blank. Options: A. Plague, B. Cradle, C. Many. Answer: B. Cradle. Explanation. A baby lies in a cradle. Plague, or many, do not refer to a baby's bed. Question 26. There was a fair stand-up fight, but in the end the rats were too blank. Options: A. Many, B. Racking, C. Piercing. Answer: A. Many. Explanation. Too many shows the rats vastly outnumbered their opponents. Racking, or piercing, would not describe an overwhelming number. Question 27. They poisoned so many that it created a blank. Options: A. Olden, B. Cousins, C. Plague. Answer: C. Plague. Explanation. Overpoisoning can lead to disease, so plague fits. Olden, or cousins, would not imply an outbreak. Question 28. The town council were at their wits' end sitting one day in the town hall, blank their poor brains. Options: A. Many, B. Cradle, C. Racking. Answer: C. Racking. Explanation. Racking their brains is an idiom, meaning they were thinking extremely hard. Many their brains, or cradle their brains, would not make sense. Question 29. He was tall and thin and had keen blank eyes. Options: A. Piercing, B. Infested, C. Acceptable. Answer: A. Piercing. Explanation. Piercing eyes describes a sharp, intense gaze. Infested eyes, or acceptable eyes, would not be appropriate here. Insert a colon in the correct place in the given sentences, then write your own sentence using a colon in the same way. Question 30. Sentence. At the seaside, the waves crashed noisily against the shore. The storm had whipped up a frenzy of sea foam. Correct answer: C. 3 only. Explanation. The colon is used to introduce an explanation or elaboration. The correct placement is at position 3, as it clarifies the storm's effect on the sea foam. Neither position 1 nor 2 makes sense grammatically or contextually. Question 31. Sentence. Don't forget to do your chores: the washing, ironing, and dusting. Correct answer: B. 2 only. Explanation. The colon is appropriate after chores, 2, because it introduces a list: the washing, ironing, and dusting. Placement 1 or 3 would disrupt the sentence flow. 32. Sentence. It wasn't much of a costume, just one of Hassan's foster dad's shirts over some joggers. Correct answer: B. 2 only. Explanation. The colon fits at 2 because it introduces a detailed explanation of the costume. Placement 1 or 3 would make the sentence unclear or grammatically incorrect. Question 33. Sentence. The class carried on chatting about normal things. Vloggers, new puppies, and pencil sharpeners shaped like robot zombies. Correct answer. A. 1 only. Explanation. The colon is correctly placed at 1 to introduce the list that follows. Vloggers, new puppies, and pencil sharpeners. Positions 2 and 3 do not align with proper usage. Question 34. Sentence. This was my chance to show the whole school that I was still Ash, still a singer, still a star. Correct answer C. 1 only. Explanation. The colon fits at 1 because it introduces a dramatic elaboration. Still Ash, still a singer, still a star. Positions 2 and 3 would not fit the sentence's structure. Read the following choices and choose the correct answer. Question 35. I enjoy lots of different types of films. Horror, fantasy, comedy, and sci-fi. Correct answer. C. Sentence is correct. Explanation. The colon is used correctly here to introduce a list of different film genres, following the independent clause. Question 36. I had to get a few things from the shop. Bread, milk, eggs, and some fruit. Does that look right? Not quite. The correct version is A. I had to get a few things from the shop. Bread, milk, eggs, and some fruit. The colon helps introduce the list of groceries. Question 37. My mom wants to see 3 cities in Italy: Rome, Florence, and Venice. Is this sentence correct? Yes. The answer is B. This sentence is already correct because the colon is introducing the cities. No changes needed. Question 38. At school, I have 3 favorite subjects: art, English, and science. Something feels off. The correct answer is C. It should be. At school, I have 3 favorite subjects: art, English, and science. The colon makes it clearer that we're listing the subjects. Question 39. We all knew who would win. The football game, the Tigers. Does that sound natural? Not really. The correct answer is B. We all knew who would win the football game, the Tigers. The colon introduces the Tigers as the winner. Question 40. After school, I have got to fetch a few things: a parcel from the post office, a new bus pass, and a bottle of water. That seems a little jumbled, doesn't it? The right version is B. After school, I have to fetch a few things: a parcel from the post office, a new bus pass, and a bottle of water. The colon properly introduces the list. Question 41. When watching television, I only ever want to watch one type of program: soap operas. That sounds a bit clunky. The correct answer is C. When watching television, I only ever watch one type of program: soap operas. The colon helps introduce the explanation of one type of program. Question 42. The main character in the story said, "Believe in yourself." Correct. Answer B. Sentence is correct. Explanation. The colon is correctly used to introduce the quotation, following the clause that describes what the character said. 43. Sentence. The clown ran blank with one blank the balloons. Correct answer. A. Off to, of. Explanation. Off is used to describe motion away from something, and of indicates possession or association. The clown ran off with one of the balloons. Question 44. Sentence. Which blank you switched blank the light? Correct answer B. 1 of 2 off. Explanation. Of is used in the first blank as part of the phrase which of. Off is used in the second blank to describe turning off the light. Question 45. Sentence. He galloped blank ahead, blank the rest. Correct answer. A. Off to, of. Explanation. Off is used to describe the action of galloping away, and of introduces the comparison, the rest of them. Question 46. Sentence. The rest blank the girls saw Mary dive blank the rock. Correct answer B. 1 of 2 off. Explanation. Of indicates association, the rest of the girls, and off describes the action of diving from the rock. Question 47. Sentence. The teacher asked the 2 blank in us to turn blank the water. Correct answer B. 1 of 2 off. Explanation. Of is used as part of the phrase the 2 of us, and off is appropriate for the action of turning off the water. Question 48. Sentence. He took blank his coat because blank in the heat. Correct answer. A. off to, of. Explanation. Off is used to describe the action of removing his coat, and of is used to express the reason, because of the heat. Question 49. Sentence. I set blank on the journey with the rest blank the hikers. Correct answer. A. Off to, of. Explanation. Off is used to indicate the beginning of the journey, and of describes association with the rest of the hikers. Question 50. Sentence. The aeroplane took blank at the end, blank the runway. Correct answer. A. Off to, of. Explanation. Off describes the action of taking off, and of describes the location, the end of the runway. Question 51. Sentence. Several blank the players were ordered blank the field. Correct answer. B. 1 of 2, off. Explanation. Of is used to show association, several of the players, and off describes the motion away from the field. Question 52. Sentence. The younger blank the two girls was afraid blank the monkeys. Correct answer. B. Y of 2 of my. Explanation. Of is used in both blanks to show association, the younger of the two girls, and afraid of the monkeys. Question 53. Sentence. A bag full blank flour fell blank the lorry. Correct answer. B. 1 of 2, off. Explanation. Of describes the content of the bag, full of flour, and off describes the motion of falling off the lorry. Choose between teach and learn, or both. Question 54. Letter blank you, how to swim. Correct answer. D. Teach. Explanation. The word teach is used correctly as it means to instruct or show someone how to do something, which in this case is swimming. Question 55. If you blank the lessons, you will pass the examination. Correct answer. C. Learn. Explanation. Learn is the appropriate word as it refers to acquiring knowledge or skills from the lessons. Question 56. We blank the same lessons as the girls. Correct answer. C. Learn. Explanation. The word learn is used correctly here as it describes the action of gaining knowledge or understanding. Question 57. If I blank to cycle, I will blank you during the holidays. Correct answer. B. Learn, teach. Explanation. Learn is used in the first blank to indicate acquiring the skill of cycling, while teach is used in the second blank as it refers to instructing someone else. Question 58. Try to blank quickly. Then you will be able to blank your brother as he. Correct answer. B. Learn, teach. Explanation. Learn fits the first blank as it refers to acquiring skills. Teach fits the second blank as it involves instructing the brother. Question 59. Is very slow to blank. Correct answer. C. Learn. Explanation. Learn fits the first and third blanks as they refer to acquiring skills. Question 60. The captain likes to blank the junior boys how to blank to ride properly. Correct answer. A. Teach, learn. Explanation. Teach is used in the first blank as it refers to giving instruction, and learn is used in the second blank for acquiring the skill. Question 61. He likes to blank the girls to blank to dance gracefully. Correct answer. A. Teach, learn. Explanation. Teach is used in the first blank because he is giving instruction to the girls, and learn is used in the second blank as it refers to the girls acquiring the skill of dancing. Question 62. She will blank to play the guitar if you blank her slowly. Correct answer. B. Learn, teach. Explanation. Learn is used in the first blank as it refers to her acquiring the skill of playing the guitar. Teach is used in the second blank because it involves providing her with instruction. Highlight each smile you find and explain what it really means. Question 63. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag, drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Correct answer. A. A plastic bag. Explanation. This line uses the simile, like a plastic bag, to describe feeling aimless or out of control, which aligns with the correct answer. Question 64. Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in? Correct answer. B. Like a house of cards. Explanation. The simile, like a house of cards, vividly illustrates fragility and vulnerability, matching the correct answer. Question 65. You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine, just own the night like the 4th of July. Correct answer. C. Just own the night like the 4th of July. Explanation. The simile, like the 4th of July, evokes the imagery of fireworks and celebration, aligning with the answer provided. Averages. Question 66. Write down the mode of her spelling marks. Correct answer B, 5. Explanation. The mode is the number that appears most frequently in a dataset. In Jessica's spelling marks, the number 5 appears the most times. Question 67. Work out her mean spelling mark. Correct answer C, 3.8. Explanation. To calculate the mean, add all the scores. 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 4 plus 5 equals 38. Divide by the number of scores, 38, divided by 10 equals 3.8. Question 68. Work out the median of his scores. Correct answer D, 3.5. Explanation. The median is the middle value when the numbers are arranged in order. For Stephen scores 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6. The two middle numbers are 3 and 4. Median equals 3 plus 4, divided by 2 equals 3.5. Question 69. Work out the mean of his scores. Correct answer A, 3.6. Explanation. To calculate the mean, add all the scores. 3 plus 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 5 plus 4 equals 36. Divide by the number of scores, 36, divided by 10 equals 3.6. Question 70. Work out the range of his scores. Correct answer, D, 4. Explanation. The range is the difference between the highest and lowest scores. The highest score is 6, and the lowest score is 2. Range equals 6 minus 2 equals 4. Question 71. What is the mode for these Year 6 test results? Correct answer B, 19. Explanation. The mode is the most frequently occurring number in the data set. In this case, 19 appears the most. Question 72. For the same set of results above, find the range. Correct answer C, 10. Explanation. The range is the difference between the highest and lowest values. The highest value is 20, and the lowest is 10. Range equals 20 minus 10 equals 10. Question 73. Find the mean of 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Correct answer D, 7. Explanation. To calculate the mean, add all the numbers. 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 equals 35, and divide by the count. 35 divided by 5 equals 7. Question 74. What was Mr. Singh's average daily journey? Correct answer D, 124 kilometers. Explanation. Add all the distances. 155 plus 95 plus 150 plus 115 plus 105 equals 620. Divide by 5 days. 620 divided by 5 equals 124. Question 75. Which number in this set of numbers is the median? 16, 12, 35, 13, 15, 24, 4. Correct answer C, 15. Explanation. Arrange the numbers in order 4, 12, 13, 15, 16, 24, 35. The middle is 15. Question 76. What is the average or mean of these numbers? 37, 23, 71, 90, 24. Correct answer A, 49. Explanation. Add all the numbers. 37 plus 23 plus 71 plus 90 plus 24 equals 245. Divide by 5 numbers. 245 divided by 5 equals 49. Question 77. The average of 3 numbers is 12. What is the total of the 3 numbers? Correct answer C, 36. Explanation. If the mean is 12, multiply by the number of values 12 times 3 equals 36. Question 78. These sets of numbers all have a mean of 10. Find the missing value in each set. Correct answer C, 8, 20, 14. Explanation. To find the missing value, calculate the total sum for each set and determine what number makes the mean 10. Question 79. What was the mean number of goals scored? 0, 2, 4, 2, 5, 1, 0, 2. Correct answer C, 2. Explanation. Add all the numbers. 0 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 0 plus 2 equals 16. Divide by 8 games. 16 divided by 8 equals 2. Question 80. What is the mean number of chicks hatched per day? Correct answer A, 20. Explanation. Add the total chicks hatched across all days 20 plus 15 plus 25 plus 20 plus 20 plus 15 plus 25 equals 140. Divide by 7 days. 140 divided by 7 equals 20. Question 81. What is the mean age of the three children? Dan, 10 years 5 months. Pip, 11 years 6 months. Farouk, 10 years 10 months. Correct answer D, 10 years 11 months. Explanation. Convert all ages to months. Dan equals 10 times 12 plus 5 equals 125 months. Pip equals 11 times 12 plus 6 equals 138 months. Farouk equals 10 times 12 plus 10 equals 130 months. Add total months. 125 plus 138 plus 130 equals 393. Divide by 3 to 393. Divided by 3 equals 131 months. Convert back to years. 131 divided by 12 equals 10 years and 11 months.
NVR codes, question 82. So by this point you should know how to do codes. You always look for the duplicate. Okay, look for the same letters. So you can see P and P here. That will indicate 2 white circles, whereas F would indicate 2 black circles. J would indicate 3 black circles. Okay, this is 3 black circles here, so it should end in J. So you immediately know the answer is going to be D. Let's keep checking. L and L seems to indicate a diamond shape, whereas M would indicate a triangle, so we know this is correct. Question 83. We've got A and A. What's similar between these two? Well, they've both got 2 intersections between the lines, so that could be it. Let's see if there's anything else. V would mean 1 intersection, B would mean 1, 2, 3 intersections, and E would mean no intersections. That seems to fit the rest of the rules, so that seems okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that means that we would have to have B as our starting letter, so it can either be one of these options, right? So if we look at the next letter, G and G. Okay, so G seems to mean a white circle at the end. U would mean a black circle at the end, and C would mean no circles. So that means this is a U because it has a black circle. If we recap, I think we said it was going to be B, U, which is option A. Next question. Triangle. This is a triangle, so let's see if we can find something. So D and D means a diamond, R means a triangle, so this is going to start with an R, right? And then the inside shape, so P and P. Well, what's similar between these two shapes? They've got a black inside shape, whereas S would mean a grey inside shape. This is grey, so it's going to end in S. RS, which is option B right here. Question 85. We've got the duplicates is C and C. They both got 3 stars, but it can't be that. Like, it can't be the rule because D also has 3 stars. So what else could be similar between C and C? It's the diagonal line is going the same way, so I think that's what C means. B would therefore mean flat line. So this is going to be starting with B because it's flat line. Next letter, all of these are different. What's different about all of these options? It's like the, I'd say, probably the number of stars. Not the number of stars, the color of stars and the number. So if you look at C, look at W, there's a black and a white on the same side. A, there's 2 whites on the same side. Actually, yeah, so I think, oh, W and W, there we go. Sorry, I missed that. W means 1 black star, F means 2 black stars, so this is going to end in F. So BF is option C. Next question, question 86. We have a plus here, W and W, what's similar between these two options? I think it's the colors. You got white, white, black. That's similar between box 1 and box 3. A means black, white, black, and then H means gray, white, black. Okay. So this one is going to be an option. It's going to end in A, right? This is black, white, black. What letters are it going to start with? L and L here is the shapes, okay? Rectangle plus circle. Same in this one. So we know this example shape has got none of these in similar. Actually, it's the same as this. Hexagon plus circle. M. It's going to be MA then, okay? Right here, option C. Question 87. D and D seem to mean that they have 2 arrows. H would mean 1 arrow, K would mean no arrows. So this is a H as well. This is going to be K. Example shape, no arrows. And we've got T and T. What could that mean? That could mean that the line is going up from the rectangle, whereas Z, so line is going up and the rectangle is white. I think that's what it means. So rectangle white and line up. S would mean rectangle black, line up. Z would mean rectangle black, line down. And then N would mean rectangle white, line down. Okay, so you can see loads of different variations there. So what one does this match? This matches Z, where it's a black rectangle with a line going down. So I'd say KZ, which is option C. Question 88. G and G. So what's similar about these two? It looks like the positioning of the circle is in the middle of this line, whereas S means at the top and B means at the bottom. Okay, so top, this means this is going to end with S. Now, first letter P and P, what does that mean? That's the shape of the triangle, obviously. Look at, they're exactly the same. So this one matches T, so it's going to be TS, which is option D. Question 89. We have a pentagon here. I'm looking for the duplicates. There you go, M and M. I'm not sure what it means just yet. A and A, okay, so A means diagonal striping, M means vertical striping. This one is horizontal striping, so it's going to be N, if you look at this option, okay? Sorry, horizontal, yeah. So look at the first letters now, L and L. What does that mean? So if we count up the number of sides here, 3, 6, 9, 12. This one also, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is also 12 total sides. So L means 12 total sides. Z means 8. F means 11. And W means 9. So this one right here is 9 sides. So it's going to be W, N, which is option C. Sorry. So you can see you have to use loads of different skills for these questions. Try and figure out what is a similarity. So it's actually really similar to the similarities question type. Okay. R and R. We've got a triangle that is pointing downwards. R means down pointing triangle. G means up. So this is going to end in G. Now, if you look at the first letters, they're all different. P, S, J, all different. So what's different about all of these is the position of the rectangle. Left, middle, right. This one's middle, so it's going to be S, same as this. Okay, SG, which is option B.
VR substitution. Question 91. Calculation. B plus C minus E equals? B plus C E equals? Where B equals 6, C equals 9, E equals 12. Correct answer. A. Explanation. Substitute the values. 6 plus 9 minus 12 equals 3. The result corresponds to A equals 3. Question 92. Calculation. A plus B plus C minus D equals? Where A equals 4, B equals 5, C equals 6, D equals 10. Correct answer. B. Explanation. Substitute the values. 4 plus 5 plus 6 minus 10 equals 5. The result corresponds to b equals 5. Question 93. Calculation. B plus d minus e equals? Where b equals 7, d equals 10, e equals 11. And to C. Correct answer. A. Explanation. Substitute the values. 7 plus 10 minus 11 equals 6. The result corresponds to A equals 6. Question 94. Calculation. A minus B minus C equals? Where A equals 22, B equals 4, C equals 5. Correct answer. E. Explanation. Substitute the values. 22 minus 4 minus 5 equals 13. The result corresponds to E equals 13. Question 95. Calculation. E plus C minus D equals? Where E equals 12, C equals 5, D equals 7. Correct answer. A. Explanation. Substitute the values. 12 plus 5 minus 7 equals 10. The result corresponds to A equals 10. Question 96. Calculation. B plus C plus D minus E equals? Where B equals 14, C equals 6, D equals 8, E equals 12. Correct answer. A. Explanation. Substitute the values. 14 plus 6 plus 8 minus 12 equals 16. The result corresponds to A equals 16. Question 97. Calculation. A plus C, B equals? Where A equals 9, B equals 6, C equals 16. Explanation. Substitute the values. 9 plus 16 minus 6 equals 19. The result corresponds to E equals 19. Question 98. Calculation. A plus E minus D equals? Where A equals 32, E equals 12, D equals 10. Correct answer. B. Explanation. Substitute the values. 32 plus 12 minus 10 equals 34. The result corresponds to B equals 34. Question 99. Calculation. A plus B plus C minus D equals? Where A equals 2, B equals 4, C equals 6, D equals 10. Correct answer. A. Explanation. Substitute the values. 2 plus 4 plus 6 minus 10 equals 2. The result corresponds to A equals 2. Question 100. Calculation. B times C minus E equals? Where B equals 4, C equals 20, E equals 50. Correct answer. A. Explanation. Substitute the values. 4 times 20 minus 50 equals 80 minus 50 equals 30.
Page 19. We've got some extra series practice here. So series, you just look at what is changing from left to right. So it's very simple here. You can see 1 box, 2 box, 3 box, 4 box. You know, the next one is going to be 5 boxes, okay? Which option here has 5 boxes? Only option C. Question 2. Triangles. This is pointing to the top right, and then to the top left. So next is going to be bottom left. And you can see the arrows are changing color each time. But from black to white, it's going to be black again. So black and pointing to the bottom left, that's option E right here. Question 3. If we look at the thing that's changing, each time there's a new triangle added. So this one's going to have 3 triangles. The triangle always has to be pointing the other way as well. So it's going to look something like option D. And it can only be option D because all the other options don't match. Question 4. Triangle has 1 triangle inside, then 2, then 3. We know the next one is going to be 4 options of 4 triangles inside, which is option B. Question 5. We've got hexagon in here, and it looks like the shapes are rotating. So they're moving along 2 spaces. So you can see this shape is gone all the way down here, and then the next shape is going up here, and then it's gone from here down to, moves from this 1, 2. So from here it's going to move 1, 2. It's going to be in this shape right here, in the bottom middle. So you can see option A has that. Can't be option E because the plus has to be in front of the square. It's way too far ahead. It's going to be option A. It's kept the same rotation. Question 6. If we look at the square, goes to the bottom right, then back to the top left, then middle, then bottom right. Okay, has to be option C. It's the only one that has a square that's in the bottom right. Next question. Star is rotating, bottom left, top right. Oh, and then it's gone to the bottom left again, surprisingly. So I thought it would have gone to the bottom right. So let's see if there's anything else that's changing. First of all, there's only 3 shapes here. And let's see what else could it is. Circles, top left, top right, bottom left. So it looks like every time these shapes are rotating, they're skipping this bottom right place. So you can see that equals always stays in the bottom right. So we know that equals must be in the bottom right. So it can't be option B. Oops, sorry. Can't be option B. And if we look at the other shape, the star should go up to the top left. Circle should be on the top right. So only option C and A have that, but C hasn't got the equals in the bottom right. So it's going to be option A, star top left, circle top right, and the equals in the same position. You can also see the equals goes horizontal, then vertical, then horizontal, then vertical, then horizontal. Okay. This question, we got 6 white squares, then 5 at the top, then it's going to be 4, 3, 2. Okay. So which option has 4 squares at the top that have to be white because it's switching from white to black? Only option C has that. Okay, so we know the answer has to be option C. Question 9. Arrows pointing up, then to the right, then down, then left. So we know the next one is going to be pointing up. Look at the circle. It's moving one space system, so to the left, anti-clockwise. This over here is going to be down at the bottom left. Okay, arrow pointing up, circle bottom left. It's option B. Question 10. This line is rotating 45 degrees each time. So it's going to be diagonally to the bottom right. Okay. The amount of pluses seems to be decreasing from 5 to 4 to 3. And then it's going to be 2. It's going to be option A. Okay. Three sides, 4 sides, 5 sides. It should be 6 sides. Next, it should be a white shape. If you look, it's going black, white, black, white. All right. So option D. Question 12. Rotating down, left, up, so from 90-degree rotation, that's going to be to the right. So it can only be either C or A. If we look at the actual black and the white, if you rotated this, black should actually be at the bottom, right? So you can see it's flipping sides, the black and white flipping every time they rotate. So if you rotate this, black should actually be at the bottom when we rotate it. So we know that's right. A and C is correct. What else is changing? Look, it's only one extra black shape here. Then it's all 3 are black. Then it's 1. Should be all 3 shapes are black, which is option A. Question 13. Okay, so just moving. So it's skipping one slot and then moving to the next. Each time it's moving anti-clockwise. So from here, it's going to skip this and then move up to this top shape, which is option E. Question 14. Each time you're adding a new triangle, so there should be 5 triangles. And it looks like the shape, the circle is going white, black, white, black, white. Right, and the 7 and the G, these seem to be like sort of doing some weird things. So first of all, it's reflected here, and then it's reflected again, then it's reflected again. So it should have 7 top left and a G in the bottom right. From what I see at least. Oh, actually, no, it should be. So if we look at this reflected, and then okay, so the 7 goes to the top, G at the bottom. So it's a skipping pattern if you look at this. Oh, sorry. And then if we draw it from here, So 7G, so we know this one should be G, 7, yeah, which is option C, okay? G is 7, or option D actually. And okay, it's either of these options. So if we look at what's the difference, both have 5 triangles. Now, it's hard to see, but you can see the triangles have different colors. So this one is shaded at the top, and then bottom right. See top, top, left, top, right, okay? So if we look at our options here, as you go down, there's no two shadings in the same position. Bottom right, bottom left, top, bottom right. So if we look at option C, it's going top, top. So we know it can't be option C. Okay, because it's gone top, top shaded, top shaded. So it has to be option D. Look at the shading on the triangle. Top shade, bottom right shade, bottom left. Top, bottom right. It's like rotating in that fashion. Okay, option D is the answer. Question 15. We have got a... This is diagonal to left, diagonal to the right, left, right. So you know it's going to be to the left. Sorry, let me zoom out a bit. It's a skipping pattern as well from what I see. If you look at box 1 and box 3, exactly the same. So we know this shape is also going to be exactly the same as box 3. Which option looks exactly the same as box 3? It's only option B. Question 16. So, triangle and square, these are the things that we can use. If we look at the next shape, the whole circle is actually rotated around 90 degrees anti-clockwise. Same thing here. To rotate it again 90 degrees anti-clockwise, we should have a square in the bottom, like this, triangle in the top right. So it can either be B or A. Now, should it be black? If we look white, black, white, black. Okay, so it's going to be option A. These two shapes have to be black. Question 17. We've got 4 lines here, then 3, then 2. Now we should have 1 line on each side. And it should also be directly across the middle. If we look at the triangles, it goes white, black, black, white, white, black, black, white, which is option B. Question 18. We have got what seems to be up, right, down, left, up. So that means it's rotating 90 degrees each time, right? Now, that means it can be either option A, B, or E. What's the difference between these? If we look at the thing that seems to be changing, you can see there's like this X that's added on, right? This X right here. And then the X is on top of this as well. And on top of this. The circle X line circle is the pattern. Circle X line circle. So what is different between A and B and E? Oh, okay, I can see. So there's nothing different. We just have to look at the bottom circle. It's always half black, half white. Now, if we look at option B, this is all white, so it can't be option B. And option E is all white, so it's going to be option A. Even though you can see there's a bit of like a bit confusing with like the X's and stuff, but we know it's going to be option A. Question 19. So sorry if I zoom in. We've got five triangles, then 4, then we should have 3. Goes black, white, black, so we know this is going to be a black, and it's going to have 3 triangles, which is either option C or option A. If we look at the lines at the bottom of the shape, we've got 5, then 4, and we know that's going to be 3 as well. Circle inside the shape goes black, white, black. Going to be option A, not option C, because it hasn't got a black circle inside. final question for the series. The rectangle seems to be moving to the right. So it's first here, then it moves a bit further, it goes back round, and then here. So we know next it's going to be in the third position, like in option A and option B. Now, if we look at everything else is also moving as well. So think about this slanted triangle. You can see it's following the rectangle. So there has to be a slanted triangle next to a rectangle, meaning it has to be option A. B doesn't have it. Okay, let's go on to the page 23, back to NVR codes, which is the topic of today's homework. Okay, so L and L seems to mean that there is I'm not actually sure, so let's look at something else. Let's look at the E. E and E definitely means there's one black plus. Therefore, A would mean 2 and Y would mean 3. So if Y means 3, this one has to end in Y. Look at the first letter, D and D, compared to L and L. What's similar between these two, and what's similar between these two? To figure that out. So, I think it's probably the ratio. So it's difficult to see this. But actually, so, oh, maybe it's like the odd. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. These are odd. So L means an odd number of these, whereas D means an even. So you can see 6 compared to 4. This is odd, so it's going to start with L and end with Y because it has 3. Option B. Okay. Think about different properties if you can't think of it. Think about numbers, etc. So you can see it's odd and even. Next question. Arrow to the right, arrow to the right. It seems to mean H. Arrow to the left would mean K. This is going to start with K. Let me write it in, K. And then N and N seems to mean bottom, circle at the bottom. E means circle at the top. Okay, so it's going to be E, K-E, which is option A. Next question. We got F and F. That seems to mean that 3 stars at the top. T means 2, and then Y means 1 star. So it says 2 stars, so it's going to be T. Now, JP, D, J, all different. Seems to mean the arrow, which way is the arrow pointing. So D would mean downwards, therefore, does it mean D? Next question. S and S. Okay, you can see these. What's similar between these is the oval on the outside. L's got this shape, and W's got a rectangle. So this one, example shape, is going to be an L. H and H, inside shape is a square. So we know H means inside shape is going to be a square. V would therefore mean rectangle. So it's going to be LV because it's a rectangle, which is option B. Next question. W and W. Gray and gray. Okay. So this one is going to mean Y. Ends in Y. If you look, it's the same. So now look at the first letters, H and H. It's the way it's pointing to the right. So that means up means Z. So it's going to start with Z, ended with Y, which is option A. Next question. We've got a diagonal line here. And S. Okay, S and S means horizontal lines, striping. So this one would mean C. Okay, because look at the shapes, patterns, same. Starts with C. Now, next letter, G and G seems to mean that the arrow has only 1 point. L would mean 2 points and X would mean no points. This is 2 points, so it's going to end with an L. CL, which is option B. Next question. Rectangle. W and W means black. So J would mean grey. So this is going to start with J. E and E. So what's similar between those two? It looks like they have 3 arrow points, okay, and E. Therefore, 1 arrow point means U. So it's going to be JU, which is option B. Next question. we've got F and F. That seems to mean two triangles. Therefore, H means one triangle and C means three. So this is two. It's going to end in F. All right. Next letter. T, P, L, B, L. Okay, L and L. What's similar between these? I'm going to count the number of bends. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's similar. So it looks like the number of bends. If it starts with L, means it's going to be 5 bends. 1, 2, 3. So B means 3 bends. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So T means 4 bends. So this is going to be TF, which is option E. Last two questions, I believe. Yep. So V and V. V seems to mean that there is, let's count the number of shapes. So 4, 4, 3. So that is a total of 11 sides. This one's got 5, 6, 4. That's 11 plus 4 is 15 sides. So don't know if there's a relationship there. Let's see if there's anything else. G and G, what could that mean? Oh, sorry. So V and V is actually there's an obvious one. It's a horizontal line. Okay. M means vertical and K means diagonal. So this is a vertical. So it's going to start with M. Now, next thing, G and G. So this has got 4, 3, 7 plus 5 is 12. It's got 12 total sides. This one also has 12 total sides. So G stands for 12 total sides. We look at this option. 4, 4, 3. That is 11 total sides. So which one has 11? I believe it's this one, J. J stands for 11 total sides, meaning the option is going to be E, MJ. Final question. F and F. So F means triangle. Z would mean oval then, so this is going to be Z. And N and N. N means that the line is on the right side. So line on the top would be U, so it's going to be ZU, which is option E. Yeah. So that is the NVR codes section of this booklet.
VR substitution. Question 1. We are given the numbers A equals 16, B equals 3, C equals 6, D equals 4, and E equals 24. The calculation is A times C minus E times B minus C times B. Let's solve it step by step. 16 times 6 equals 96. 24 times 3 equals 72. 6 times 3 equals 18. Now, subtract. 96 minus 72 minus 18 equals 6. The correct answer is C. Question 2. We are given A equals 15, B equals 3, C equals 45, D equals 30, and E equals 2. The calculation is A times B plus C divided by B minus D divided by E. Let's break it down. 15 times 3 equals 45. 45 divided by 3 equals 15. 30 divided by 2 equals 15. Now add and subtract. 45 plus 15 minus 15 equals 45. The correct answer is C. Question 3. The numbers given are A equals 16, B equals 256, C equals 2, D equals 64, and E equals 4. The calculation is B divided by A times C minus D divided by E. Let's solve it. 256 divided by 16 equals 16. 16 times 2 equals 32. 64 divided by 4 equals 16. Now subtract. 32 minus 16 equals 16. The correct answer is A. Question 4. The given values are A equals 53, B equals 8, C equals 3, D equals 7, and E equals 10. The calculation is A plus D minus D times B plus C. Let's go step by step. 53 plus 7 equals 60. 7 times 8 equals 56. Now, 60 minus 56 plus 3 equals 7. The correct answer is D. Question 5. We are given A equals 2, B equals 11, C equals 6, D equals 12 and E equals 144. The calculation is E divided by D plus C times B times A. Let's solve it step by step. 144 divided by 12 equals 12. 6 times 11 equals 66. 66 times 2 equals 132. Now add. 12 plus 132 equals 144. The correct answer is EVR substitution, finding the missing letters. Question 1. The words given are outside, ace, labor, eeple. We need to find a letter that fits in both blanks to complete real words. Let's try R. With R, the words become outsider, race, labor, repel. That makes sense. The correct answer is R. Question 2. The words given are saint, Irish, crow, a ruse. Let's test P. With P, the words become step, parish, crop, peruse. Everything looks correct. The correct answer is P. Question 3. The words given are plu, lean, amen, lum. Let's try G. With G, the words become plug, glean, among, glum. That fits perfectly. The correct answer is G. Question 4. The words given are moss, pern, I, lack. Let's check S. With S, the words become moss, spurn, eyes, slack. These are all real words. The correct answer is S. Question 5. The words given are it, tit, fam, merge. Let's try E. With E, the words become bite, edit, fame, emerge. It works. Plus VR, making words practice. Question 1. The words given are lin, nergy, translat, pylog. We need to find a letter that fits both blanks to complete real words. Let's try E. With E, the words become line, energy, translate, epilogue. That works. The correct answer is E. Question 2. The words given are fin, own, stan, onate. Let's test D. With D, the words become find, down, stand, donate. Everything looks correct. The correct answer is D. Question 3. The words given are simila, e-tail, juice, eligate. Let's try R. With R, the words become similar, retail, juicer, relegate. That fits perfectly. The correct answer is R. Question 4. The words given are patient, ranspire, tolerant, ravel. Let's check T. With T, the words become patient, transpire, tolerant, travel. These are all real words. The correct answer is T. Question 5. The words given are yun, other, han, aggle. Let's try G. With G, the words become young, gather, hang, gaggle. It works. The correct answer is G. Simile completion and identification. Question 1. Use the correct spelling of these words to complete the similes. Sentence A. Gavin could be as stubborn as a mule. Mules are known for their stubbornness, making this the best choice. Sentence B. The flight of the ball was as swift as an arrow. An arrow travels quickly, making this the correct answer. Sentence C. Stuart came in from the rain looking like a drowned rat. When wet, a rat looks drenched and miserable, fitting the simile perfectly. Sentence D. Lorna didn't know whether to go swimming or not. The word whether is used to indicate uncertainty between choices. Sentence E. Once he had read the instructions, it was as simple as ABC. The phrase as simple as ABC means something is very easy to understand. Question 2. Underline the similes in this piece of writing. We were packed as quick as a flash and as happy as larks to be leaving this place. The luggage was stacked like building blocks in the foyer. We were as brown as berries from the sun, but were as pleased as punch to be moving on. As quick as a flash, as happy as larks, like building blocks, as brown as berries, as pleased as punch.